Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to show you is so out of control and so wild, so vicious, so disgusting, and so horrible. This might actually get me banned from YouTube. But just for clarity purposes, I'm going to post this video because something needs to be done about the recklessness, the disrespect, and the insanity that is the internet. That is TikTok. That is also YouTube. That is on all platforms. The things that we allow to go on unchecked is ridiculous. But the payback, the receipts, oh boy, is gonna have you sitting here like, y'all check this out.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Paul?
Good, what are you doing?
Nothing, chilling. You like your pussy ate?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I see it?
No.
You're really a bitch for real. You really about to piss me the fuck off with that punk ass shit.
No.
Bitch, that's why you know. Shut the fuck up, bitch. That's why you have 2 chins and your motherfucking hair is thin as fuck. You look like Donald Trump.
No.
Did you know? Did you vote for Donald Trump, bitch?
Huh?
Did you vote for Donald Trump or not?
Yeah.
You're a bitch. You're really a bitch for real.
No.
Where you stay at?
It's none of your business.
Shut up, girl. You look ill. You're disgusting.
No.
I'll spit on you. Then I'll nut your pussy. No, I'll nut in your pussy and make you have my child. Would you have my child? Be honest.
Avengers! Assemble.
Okay, TikTok, let's talk about it. Mr. Nasty from the gram. Yeah. Fuck Nas from the gram. Mr. Nasty from the gram, because that's what your ass gonna be called from now on by me. You got your ass on this internet. You sitting up here with over 6 million motherfucking followers. You gonna get your goddamn hair implanted ass over here with that goddamn pussy hair stuck on top of your motherfucking head. And gonna tell that goddamn girl with Down syndrome that you will spit on her, nut in her pussy, make her have your baby. I mean, first of all, you gay. So what make you want to get on that title? Drunk or no drunk? I don't give a fuck. Cause first of all, you weren't goddamn drunk. You knew exactly what the fuck you were goddamn doing. I been unfollowed your ass when I saw you was on goddamn live on them battles getting nasty because you were fucking losing. You a sore motherfucking loser. You a piece of shit. You gonna get your ass on here and talk to that goddamn girl like that. I don't give a fuck how you say you were drunk. You was not fucking drunk. You was in your right motherfucking mind. You knew exactly what you were doing. And then to come back on here and try to apologize saying somebody showed you the video the next day. You didn't know that it was that bad. Bitch, you said it. You said it. You don't have no fucking selective memory. You said that shit. Then to say you had to go back and look, but at the same time, on that same live, you went and tried to apologize when the chat started telling you, hey, she got Down syndrome, something wrong with her, she has a disability. Then you tried to calm your wannabe drunk ass down. Cause you saw that shit. Nah, bitch, you only apologize because you don't want to be fucking counselor. Nah, motherfucker, it's over. You need to be goddamn counselor. Drunk or not, you had no right to say that shit to any motherfucking woman. You want to talk like that to your goddamn dick in the booty ass friends? Do that all motherfucking day long. Y'all play that shit. But you had no business talking to no woman like that. Especially no little young girl with a fucking handicap on top of that. And then gonna come back and apologize. Counselor, talk to your ass right now, bitch.
Nas from the gram. Let's talk about it. Watching that video, it was bad, okay? And I understand that you came back and you apologized, okay? That's fine.
I'm sorry! I'm sorry!
But some things is broke, it's just broke, and you cannot fix that. You have to watch the energy that you put out. I want people to know on this app and anywhere in life, being nice to people will never go out of style. It will never get stale. You know what I'm saying? Watch the energy that you put out. And I don't mean to bring God in everything, but God is in everything. God could see the type of person that you will be becoming. God could see that you drinking too much, all the above. Anytime you get up here and say you don't even remember what you did, it is time for you to back up from the bottle. It is time for you to think about the things that you're putting out in this world and having a big platform like that. Now, you apologize, but what about the people that still gonna be mean and crack jokes in the comments that they gonna feel like they love the energy you put out because they're walking around with bad spirits? See what you did, you can't fix this. It's broken. And even if you try to go to her family and try to apologize, sometimes sorry just don't cut it. You know, I'm a forgiving person, but they're gonna have a lot of people not to forgive you. You show people exactly who you are.
My dear, when people show you who they are, why don't you believe them?
So you need to change your behavior and maybe step away from the bottle and think about the things that you are putting out on this platform.
Nas from the Gram is already getting dogpiled on.
Oh, missed the punt. And the freshman tries to get back on it. I think Ja'Cory Brooks recovered it for Alabama.
But that shit didn't sit right with my spirit, so I'm going to keep my ting brief, but I do have to fucking say something. That was disgusting to witness. And I know that that's not like a new thing for y'all, right? Y'all have already probably had that conversation. You're probably much like me where you're like, I couldn't even finish that fucking video. But what I think is really important is the fact that, yes, Maggie has Down syndrome. However, that wasn't fucking acceptable to say to anybody. First of all, if I got on fucking live and I was talking like that and I have the fucking anatomy to talk about it, they would have ripped me down from fucking live. Why the fuck was this even able to go on? If Nas is actually struggling with an addiction, that is something that could be a reasoning, but it's not a fucking excuse. And so if you are battling addiction, Nas, I hope that you get the help that you need.
They tried to make me go to rehab. I said no.
But that was irreprehensible. I don't know how someone could just fucking come back from that. And I don't know how we went all the way from fucking being grateful because we used to be at McDonald's or wherever the fuck to like getting a following to doing shit like this. And this is why I also say you have to know who the fuck you are, because when the views get low, that's when shit gets really scary around this motherfucker. And nobody really knows what's going on with this app. And I see it. People's views are being limited. And they're telling more and more of their business. They're acting more and more of a fucking fool. They're battling more and more people that they have no fucking business even being on live with. And it's getting really fucking scary. A lot of y'all need to figure out who the fuck you are and stand in it well, because this other shit don't look good on y'all. For real.
I see y'all tagging me in that Nas video. What the?
What?
Wait a minute. Just wait the fuck all the way a minute. So Nas from the Gram was on live with this young lady, right? And this young lady, I think her name is Maggie, but she has special needs. And he said, what? Do she like to get her cat ate? Like the things you was like, hold on. What? You was calling her bitches, telling her to shut up, and had a way she got a double chin.
What?
Where you asked her where she live at? You say, did you vote for Donald Trump? She said, yeah. And you said, you was calling her out her name badly. Then you said you would spit on her. You said you would spit on her, bro? Why would you say that though? Then you said you would explode inside of her and make her have your child.
What the
But then come with a video responding saying, hey, you know, I was disgusted. I couldn't even watch that video of me. Like, I feel so bad and this and that. And said you said all those things because you was super drunk, and, you know, that doesn't excuse. No, it does not. Say all of that? What?
Hey y'all, what's up? Good night, motherfuckers. I'm over here maxing and relaxing, but I just saw some disturbing shit, and it's from some dude who calls himself Nas from the Gram. Now, I don't know if y'all seen the video, but the shit that he was saying to this young lady was quite disturbing. I want to also add that she is a young lady with disabilities, and the shit that he was saying Now, since then, he has come out with an apology video.
I'm sorry!
When he was drunk and this and blah, blah, blah. I don't believe that shit. And the reason I feel like he did all that shit to that young lady is because motherfuckers like him who be doing these pranks and talking to people crazy and have a lot of followers, they do this shit because a lot of times you motherfuckers on social media be letting them slide with it. But y'all see what happened when you let a motherfucker slide? They start doing the cha-cha.
Cha-cha, real smooth.
And now he trying to apologize, talking about, oh, I couldn't even watch the whole thing. You ain't got to watch it, nigga. You said it. And I know you ain't got motherfucking selective amnesia. And the only reason he's apologizing because I guess he got like a little brand and he don't want to mess that up. But if y'all see that fucking video, everything he said was fucking disturbing. There's no way a motherfucker like that can come back from that. And if y'all allow him to come back from that, then y'all motherfuckers are just as disturbed as he is.
You got to be a little disturbed to still deal with some of the stuff on the internet that we done seen, but proceed.
If y'all seen the video, let me know what y'all think about it. Like, let me know. Leave me a comment. Let's talk about it. And don't forget to hit the follow button. Because that shit was just trifling as fuck.
Listen, I don't know if I'm tripping or not, and y'all know I don't judge people, but like, now what the fuck would you want before the fucking live even started? What the fuck would you want? That shit just went too crazy. To start off the fucking sentence by saying, "Let me see your pussy," is crazy. And I think she had, I don't know if I'm tripping, but I thought she had like Downs.
Everybody could see she had that. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. Whether she do or not, that shit went crazy as fuck too fast. I am not fucking with that. Everybody saying it's like an apology video going out saying it's about he was off liquor or not.
No, I'm sorry. We're not going to proceed with that one. Nope. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Who you think you is? Jamie Foxx?
Which is true. Liquor could definitely influence some shit. But, bruh. That's just crazy. Just to start off a sentence, and I just hope you take like a chill pill with probably being on live. Like, I don't even know what more I could say. That's fucking crazy. That was a little fucking creepy.
That do say. So, girl, I don't give a fuck about no drunk mind, speaker, sober mind, all that shit. I don't care about none of that. I read the clips, I read everything, I see everything, but ain't nobody finna come drag us. Meant that. Bitch, we'll go down together, all of us.
And exactly who the fuck is all of us if you don't get your fake Chris Brown, aka Devon Dudley looking ass up out of here?
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
The people that are like, oh, we're going to take Nas from the Gram's apology. We accept it. No, that is somebody's baby. She may be disabled, but she is somebody's baby. She is loved. She is cared for. You feel that way about disabled people. You wish you get on a line and say that shit about disabled people. That's why you'll take that bullshit apology.
So this is for Nas for the Gram. Your half-ass apology sounded like, oh, I'm so sorry that you felt this way. And it also shows that you said you were drunk and like blacked out drunk, but you could operate the game and the functions, but you were blacked out drunk, right? So it seems like you're a functioning alcoholic. Is this a cry for help? Is this a cry that I need to take time and go into rehab and get help for my functioning alcoholism? Is this what we're doing? Is this your cry? Because what you did to her, Maggie, she's a woman. She also has Downs. Because we're not going to put Downs as her number one thing. She's a woman. She's a woman with Downs. Downs doesn't have her. She has Downs. You saw she wasn't willing to play. You should have cut it at that. You should either ended the game or muted her, talked to your chat, played along with them, and thanked her for the game and kept it moving. But you didn't like the fact that she wouldn't play along with your little reindeer games. And then you got upset. And I'm mad that a lot more of the special needs parents, family members, caregivers aren't upset about this. And y'all get ready to cancel somebody else for the drop of anything, but he apologized. That's a half-ass apology. That's an apology that doesn't really mean I'm sorry. You're not sorry because you did it. You got sorry because you got caught and you got called on it. And if nobody would have called you out on it, you would have went about your day. You would not have apologized to her.
I truly do believe that if no one called you out, you would not have apologized. I mean, I don't know. You need to get help. If your alcoholism is that bad, you need to get help, sir.
Stop it. Get some help.
What really pisses me off is when people try to pretend like being intoxicated or having drugs or alcohol in their system is going to make them do things or say things that they wouldn't have done or said sober. Because there's no way you can tell me that Nas from the gram threatening to grape that girl and pushing her boundaries like that was because he was intoxicated. Definitely not. I'm tired. We're not making excuses for this. We are not defending this behavior. We are not listening to no reasons as to why he thought this was right. We're just not. Because people constantly do things like this all the time. And this is why I am against the men that come on here and cosplay as women, because they feel like they have some sort of privilege or like some sort of leeway in society that they don't actually have. He genuinely thought that he can put on that wig and a persona and say some things like this to another woman as a woman and think it was going to slide. That's literally what he thought was going to happen. This man literally makes content mocking black women, mocking women in general, and just pushing the boundary and pushing the limits all the time. So I'm genuinely not surprised at this live. But it's just shocking to me the way he came back and tried to apologize and say that he was just overly intoxicated and realized that he needs to stop the drinking. No, maybe you need to go to therapy. Like, we're not going to sit here and make it seem like you did all of those things because you were drunk. No. That was sick. That was disgusting. And you cannot tell me that those things that he said on that live are not thought conscious and sober thoughts. You're not telling me that. How are you a gay man, but then you're threatening to grape a woman on a like? I don't understand. Y'all have literally lost it at this point. Get help. Seek help immediately.
First of all, it does not matter if you're talking to someone with a disability or not. You shouldn't be talking to anybody in that way, regardless if you're drunk. Being drunk is not an excuse because drunk words are sober thoughts. The stuff that he was saying to that young lady with a disability who was trying to even leave the live, but she didn't know how to do it, which is so sad, is disgusting and vile because that's who you are in real life. And the only reason why you on this app apologizing is because you don't want your money flow to be disrupted. How dare you say that you can watch the whole video of you tormenting and basically telling that girl that you're going to SA her, saying that you're going to NUT in her and you're going to have kids with her and calling her a BITCH and telling her to show you her PUSSY. How dare you, because you made that girl deal with that. So you sit there and watch what you said to her so you can understand how she felt in that moment. Especially considering no matter if you got a synthetica on your scalp and bamboo earrings on, no matter how much you try to cosplay as a black woman, you are a man. And you are a man talking to a girl like that, let alone a woman that does not have the cognitive ability to even understand everything that you were telling her. That apology was fake as hell, talking about I didn't know how to reach out to Maggie when you literally said in the video when you were tormenting her that you followed her back on TikTok. So why are you up here lying? You over here trying to save face because people are actually canceling your ass. If the apology was genuine, I would feel like that it would be under a minute long, so that way you're not making money from it, because the fact that it's over a minute long and you left comments on you're still being paid from that video and you said a whole bunch of nothing in the video, it didn't really have to be that long, sir. Those things that he said to that poor girl were vile, and the fact that he brought up alcohol 1 second saying it's not an excuse, but you're bringing it up to try to use it as an excuse, that should never be an excuse, because drunk words are sober thoughts. That's really how you feel in real life, and that is disgusting. Best believe if I was Maggie's family, I would do everything in my power to make sure that there was some legal action coming Nas's way, because you're not gonna talk to my loved one like that. Hell to the no. He deserves everything that's coming his way, talking about I'm gonna take a social media break. Yeah, you're gonna take a break because people see how much of a weirdo you are, and you're trying to give it some time so that people can forget. Nah, we know who you are now, sir.
Put your glasses back on.
Wow. Sis at the end, that last video just brought it all home. What Nas from the gram, aka Nasty from the gram, aka Nasty Nas, did was so vile and despicable I don't think I've ever seen that on the internet, especially on that application. I don't think I've ever seen it. But that right there should show all of you that just because you got a big following, just because you have 6 million followers, don't mean you could just get away with saying whatever the hell you want on this application. But let me just put it like this. I think Nas's career on several applications, I think his whole career is done. And this is my thesis. I want y'all to take a look at this that I got from TikTok. This is their cyberbullying policy. If you look at the form that they have on this application, this is essentially a violation of terms of services. This is a violation of their TOS when it comes to cyberbullying. This man went on here and bullied someone who, A, has a disability, B, we're not really sure of her age at that point. So as far as they're concerned, you just possibly bullied a minor. I don't know how old this girl is, but she definitely fits the criteria, number one, for having a disability. That's clear as day. And as the last TikTok user said, she doesn't have the cognitive ability to understand the things that are being said to her. So she fits the criteria for cyberbullying. You cursed her out. You called her a bitch. You essentially said you would assault her physically on an application where you have 6 million followers. That, above all else, is a major violation of TOS. And I notice when someone does something that people don't like, they always refer to the violation of the TOS. So at this point, people need to be going and reporting his account. I'm sorry, you can unfollow him all you want to, but if you really want to make a statement, we need to be hitting up that TOS. We need to be reporting his account. After enough reports and TikTok going back and actually viewing the video, I don't care if he took it down or not. It's still out there. And the fact that his name is actually on the account when you repost it or you download it and then put it back up, the original creator that actually posted the account's name is going to be on there. I don't care how many times you overlay it. I don't care how many times you download it. It's going to be up there. And when they trace it back to the original creator and they see that he's the one that said these comments, yeah, his account's going to get flagged and his account's going to get deleted. I'm sorry. If you're really upset and you really want to make a difference and stop this type of shit, you need to be reporting his account for violation of terms of service for cyberbullying. The second thing that really got me pissed off about this situation is the fact that if you look at that young lady's face and you could see her reaction after Nas said the first thing that he said to her, you could tell that was a look of utter shock. Because if I'm understanding the backstory correctly, they were either following each other or Nas followed her or the young lady followed Nas from the gram on TikTok. The look on her face was something that she never would have expected out of Nas to say to her. That was the look of someone that has never heard that from anyone before. I don't understand why Nas would say something like that to that young lady, because as far as I understand it, that young lady was a fan of Nas. 6 million followers. That young lady was probably giddy as hell to be on a live to do that stupid little battle that they do, to even be on that live. So that right there probably shattered that little girl's heart, knowing that one of her favorite creators just basically destroyed her self-esteem in front of millions of people. That right there, you don't know what that girl has been through in her life. She already has a disability, so you know people have probably made fun of her, probably disrespected her, called her out her name, and then for one of her favorite creators to do it, That has to be so damaging to that little girl's heart. It ain't even funny. Another thing, the fact that Nas was so comfortable saying that to this girl, to Maggie, tells me that this is not the first time that he has done this. And the fact that he was able to continue the live after that tells me that he didn't give a shit about saying that to anybody. I can only imagine what he's been DMing people. I can only imagine what he's been saying to people behind the scenes. This ain't the first time he said this. The comfortability that he had to say this to essentially, mentally, a child comes off as if he don't give a shit, and he's been saying this shit for the longest time since he's been on the application. Since he's been on the internet, I bet you he done told people the same shit probably 200 times. And you can forget all that. Oh yeah, he was drunk. That ain't the first time he's gone on live drinking or intoxicated. I can count several instances where this asshole done jumped up on live with a bottle in his hand, acting like he big bad and he could rule the world with the snap of his fingers, and he been saying all kind of foul shit to people. So you can miss me with that shit. He wants to do that type of shit to people. For him to say that to effectively mentally a child, if you think about it, doesn't that come off as being kind of pedophile-like? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but if we're really going by that logic, you could say that only people that take advantage of young-minded people, also minors, that's the type of manipulation and the type of shit that they do to people. So is it safe to call him that now? I'm just saying, that's how we gotta look at it now, since he wants to go doing shit like that. That's how we have to look at it now, because we gotta protect these people. We have to protect the people. And if people like him are so comfortable saying this to people who they think are mentally younger than they are, who's to say that he's not doing that to people who are actually younger than that? Now I'm going to end with this here. And the sad part about it is that we have to have this discussion, because there is a sad possibility that this may end up turning out to be a tragic situation. Nas from the Gram was so drunk, allegedly, and was out of his wits that he didn't realize that he may have just put this girl in harm's way. Your toxic ass fans and followers are probably online harassing this girl now behind this shit, because people have come out to defend her or stand up for her because of your worthless ass trolling and coming at this girl the way you did. Guess what? God forbid in heaven that this girl decides to do something to herself behind this shit because you decided to attack her, badge her, bully her, and threaten to assault her online. That if this girl decides that she's better off doing something to herself, guess what, dumbass? Now you can be held criminally liable for cyberbullying that may lead to someone's demise. Yes, there are cases that have been tried in court and won from people that have been guilty of cyberbullying that led to someone's death. God forbid this girl hurts herself or does something to herself behind you doing this. Guess what? Her parents or guardians now have carte blanche to take you to court for cyberbullying. Even if she doesn't do nothing to herself, guess what? They actually could file charges against you for cyberbullying, and you will go to jail. You will go to jail for threatening to assault her, for basically bashing her because who she voted for. You can be held liable for basically telling her what you would do to her, that you would, I can't even say it. You were just disgusting. You demeaned this girl. You destroyed this girl. And you can see she was desperately trying to get off the live, and you just kept on and on and on and on and on. But guess what, Nas from the gram? Payback is coming. Your receipts are coming with the fact that everybody's attacking you and coming after you now for bullying a child, a girl with Down syndrome. You don't get no worse than that, you sick fuck. Oh, and by the way,
I almost forgot about you.
now see, I wasn't going to say nothing at first. I was going to let this man just do him and ride out and be on his merry little way. But then I saw he had on that generic-ass bright NASCAR shirt on, thinking he part of the culture, when he probably don't even know the name of the driver, the sole black driver in the sport right now. And I was going to let him slide. I really was going to let that go. But like sis said, when you start thinking that it's okay to let dudes get away with doing shit, letting shit slide, they start doing the cha-cha. They start doing the electric slide. They start trying to do the boogie-woogie. So guess what? Here we go. Boy, I know you did not bring your zesty Chris Brown, Devon Dudley looking ass up on my internet with glasses that could see every dip, crater, and piece of dust on the motherfucking moon, with your hairline pushed to the middle of your motherfucking skull. If you don't get your ass up off my internet, that bright ass NASCAR shirt on, that's barely struggling to hang on your motherfucking body, you better stop. You better cut that shit out. See, this is the type of shit that we got to deal with on the internet. This is the type of shit that he gonna have to suffer for defending somebody that did some egregious shit. If you riding with him, you dying with him. In so many words. This is not a physical threat. This is not nothing like that. This is just me making a mere observation of the fact that this man got his grown ass up on my internet and decided to go after somebody that can't defend themselves. Maggie can't defend herself, so guess what? There are people out there that are going to defend her. And guess what? I'm one of them, shithead. So do me a favor. Before you get any worse for yourself on here, you better get your little zesty ass up off my internet and go trim some nails at a salon or something. You better go to the nailery and go get some shit done. You better go get you a motherfucking job, homeboy. We ain't putting up with that. We not having that. That's just an added bonus. Since Nas want to do that shit and you want to defend him, you could be the first victim in a line of people that suffer the consequences of social media bullying. I'm Davistar. I'm out. Peace, knuckle.